I've been an English teacher teaching students from all around the world for over a decade. So in that time, I've developed a talent for knowing what the most common mistakes made by non-native speakers are. Which is why in this video, I'm going to go over the 10 most common mistakes that English learners make when speaking English. And of course, I'll teach you how to correct them. So let's get started. The first common mistake is related to pronunciation. It's mixing up the vowel length between a short vowel sound and a longer vowel sound, which can lead to very, well, awkward misunderstandings.
Oh shit, I said it!
Like sheet and shit, beach and bitch.
Alright, let's go to the beach.
The key is to make a longer vowel sound for beach and sheet. And in the case of beach, usually when you go to the beach, you're happy. So when you make this sound, you should smile, and that will almost force you to pronounce it correctly. I'm going to the beach. The same applies for sheet. Excuse me, can you pass me a sheet of paper? While the opposite would be, well, bitch and shit. Usually with these words, you're not very happy. So act like it. Bitch, shit. I need a new sheet for my bed. This weekend, I'm going to the beach. Hopefully, I've cleared that up now. The second common mistake is saying things like stuffs, informations, advices.
Oh, that's incorrect.
These are uncountable nouns in English, therefore we don't pluralize them. We don't make them plural. We don't add an S at the end. He gave me a lot of advice.
That's more like it.
I have lots of stuff in my room. Thank you for giving me so much information. So remember, with these 3 examples and a few other ones, we never use an S at the end because it's uncountable. Number 3 is related to prepositions, which I know, they're a nightmare.
It's an absolute nightmare.
It depends of the weather. The correct phrase is, it depends on the weather. It consists in 3 parts. The correct phrase is, it consists of 3 parts. I'm responsible of the project. I'm responsible for the project. Prepositions in English are like British weather. They're unpredictable, so unfortunately, we just have to memorize them. Sorry. Number 4 is mixing up the past simple with the present perfect. If you mention a finished time period, we always use the past simple. For example, last night, yesterday, last year, 2 years ago, and so on and so forth. Last night I have been to the cinema. Last night I went to the cinema. Yesterday I have visited my grandma. Yesterday I visited my grandma. On the contrary, if we use words like recently, lately, this week, this morning, we tend to use the present perfect instead of the past simple because it is a time period that is still in action. It's still present at the moment. Now, number 5. Once again related to the present perfect. Because if an action is ongoing, in other words, if it started in the past and continues in the present, we use the present perfect or sometimes the present perfect continuous. I live in England since 10 years. The correct phrase would be, I have lived in England for 10 years. Or, I've been living in England for 10 years. We can also use since as well. I've been living in England since 2015. So if a time period started in the past continues in the present, we need present perfect or present perfect continuous. I've been teaching English for 10 years. I've taught English for 10 years.
Okay, that's clear.
Oh, and if you'd like me to teach you English and you want to join my classes, there is a link in the description to join my group classes or book private classes with me. Next up, we have number 6, and this is combining when and will. For example, when I will arrive, I will call you. This is incorrect because when is never followed by will. Never. When I arrive, I'll call you. This is an example of the first conditional. And the same thing applies when we use other time clauses. When, after, before, until, as soon as. We need to use the present simple directly after them, and then in the second clause, that's when we use will. I'll text you as soon as I get home. After I finish work, I'll go to the gym. Number 7 is continuing with something conditional, the second conditional. If I would have money, I would travel around the world. Incorrect, because after if we need the past simple. Then we use would in the second clause. If I had money, I would travel around the world.
Oh, me too.
If I won the lottery, I would buy a house.
The biggest house in the neighborhood.
If he studied harder, he would pass the exam.
I realized I probably should have studied a little bit more.
However, it is true that sometimes Americans will use if and would, but it's incorrect. It's wrong. Goddamn Americans.
I'm only joking.
Error number 8 is related to indirect and direct questions. Specifically using a direct question statement order when you should be using a normal statement order of a sentence.
What are you talking about?
That sounds confusing, so let me give you some examples. Is she okay? Direct question. Do you know, is she okay? Incorrect. Do you know if she is okay? Correct. Where is the station? Direct question. Can you tell me where is the station? Incorrect. Because we need to change the order so it's like a normal sentence order. Do you know where the station is? And indirect questions are used just to be a little bit more polite in English.
I know, because you're a very polite person.
And we don't use the normal question structure, but rather we use a normal positive sentence structure. Number 9 is not using the correctly. Usually not saying the when we need to say the. Common examples would be with different countries, like the United Kingdom, the United States, the Netherlands. With these countries, we always need to use the. Another interesting thing is, if you say I'm going to hospital, it means that you're going as a patient. While if you say I'm going to the hospital, it means you're going maybe to visit someone who is there as a patient. Some other students of mine have previously said, I'm going to library, I'm going to station, I'm going to supermarket. In all of these cases, we need to use the. I'm going to the library, I'm going to the station, I'm going to the supermarket. So don't forget to use the. And lastly, number 10 is related to prepositions and the gerund. ing. Before to eat, wash your hands. Before eating, wash your hands. I'm interested in to learn English. I'm interested in learning English. So whenever we have a preposition that is directly followed by a verb, that verb then needs to be in the ing form. She left without saying goodbye. Thanks for helping me. If you say before to eat, it sounds almost like you are Yoda.
You seek Yoda.
So there you go, 10 classic mistakes that after watching this video, I hope you won't make any more. So remember, watch those vowels. Sheet and shit really matter. Learn your prepositions. Learn your prepositions. Sorry, there's no logic. It's just English. Clarify when to use the past simple and the present perfect. And whatever you do, don't say stuffs. Okay, that's it. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. See you later. Ta-ra!